The main thing that I talked about in this channel was how to improve yourself and how to actually chase your desires and be true to them. For this one, I decided like I want to give a more detailed explanation about why I'm doing this and what my life is like. To be honest, I'm not any different from you. I'm just a regular dude living in Singapore, living with my parents. I have pain points just like you. I have things that I've struggled with for the past few months or weeks, just like you. The suffering might not be the same, but there is still suffering in the end. The thing that I'm constantly thinking about is how my life is going to be in the future, what I'm doing right now in order to fulfill my goals, especially like money related relationships as well, like be it like platonic relationships or romantically with my girl. Trauma is also one of it that I'm trying to look into. I've studied and tried to improve my attachment style when I got together with my girl for the first time a year ago. In this niche trauma, childhood trauma, there's so much nuance to it, and I really want to dive deep into trauma in general. What is trauma and what causes it, how to heal from it, like there's a lot of things that I do right now that act out my childhood experience, which I think is very, very bad. Like I don't feel in control of my own emotions and thoughts as much as I think I do. This would be a slightly different style video compared to the videos that I've posted recently. I just thought that this would be an interesting video because I'm talking about my life, how my life is right now. You get to know me more personally, and I think the reason that I'm doing this is mainly to be accountable to myself. The things that I'll be saying in this video is basically me saying like, okay, Barry, you are struggling with this right now, and in the future, this is what I did for you. So I think it's a it's a very good accountability kind of system. The few things that I'm constantly thinking about and I find struggle in doing is money, relationships, be it platonic or romantically, how to handle it basically, and then my social life, and also trauma. When I talk to this camera, sometimes I sound a bit like, oh, I'm this guy, I'm that, I'm so much better than you. But in reality, I'm not. I'm just a guy that is struggling with things as well. But it's just that I made a little progress in things that you might be struggling with right now. So that's why I'm trying to teach the lessons to you, the things that I've learned from back when I started. But right now, I'm struggling with a lot of things as well. Like mainly, I would say it's the money. I'm 20 years old and I'm not making a lot of money, to be honest. Like I went all in on this YouTube channel hoping to earn, like, I'll be honest, like I want to earn some money from the YouTube channel as well as the thing that I monetize, which is my coaching program. I get comments from like my parents and my caregiver, which is my grandmother, always tell me like, oh, you should go and work part-time, like you have to go and work part-time in your free time. Like I understand why they say that, like of course having more money is good, but that is not the path that I want to go down. I want to pursue entrepreneurship. I want to become my own boss. I don't want to work for other people, entering the rat race essentially. Maybe this might change in the future. I might find value in working for other people, but as of right now, with my 20-year-old beliefs and mindset, this is what I believe. Like I really want to pursue entrepreneurship because I see the benefits that other people are getting. I might be the rat myself chasing these desires that might not actually mean anything. As of now, this is how I see it, and I don't see how it will not benefit me pursuing this path. I've took a massive step back in my social life with friends that I love, honestly. I believe that every single one of my friends that are in my life, they're watching this video as well. I love y'all. Like y'all are awesome people, and I got nothing but love for y'all. But it's just that recently I've took a massive step back, rejecting a lot of like the meetups, the conversations that we're probably going to have. And it's just to sacrifice for this thing that I'm doing right now. What I'm trying to do is go on extreme like periods of focus and dedication to a specific thing. Currently it's like this YouTube channel and also trying to earn more money, earn online income essentially. And during that period, things like my relationship with my girl do start to crumble at times, which I think is normal, like trying to go extreme on one thing and focusing on one thing. And from what I've learned from like the feminine nature, they constantly need attention. So it's something that I've accepted when I went on this extreme dedicated journey. But sometimes like the friends that, at least for me, like the friends that I had, they might not understand, because I didn't tell them like, oh, by the way, because of this YouTube channel, I'm gonna be away for a bit and I will be very busy. I mean, I didn't tell them, so I understand if they're like whoa, Barry changed so much. I got nothing but love for them, you know. Next thing is like trauma. Ever since young growing up, I didn't really have a nice childhood, you know. I wasn't securely attached. My parents, my dad and my mom were always working, constantly working. Never really spent like quality time with me. I had to learn a lot of things on my own. My caregiver, my grandmother, she's awesome, honestly. She's awesome grandmother. Nothing but love for all of them. But I believe the older generation, sometimes they might not be as knowledgeable to guide and to nurture a kid as what we know now. Like things like we shouldn't be hitting our kid, we shouldn't be shouting at them because that might cause them to have this trauma of being shouted at. And just things like that don't cause harm to your kid, basically, because they're newborn, they just entered the world for the first time, and we don't want to basically put this perception to them of the world that life is going to be like that the whole time. Our like primal evolutionary brain can't help but to think like, when we were young, this is how life is gonna be. So you can see how that causes like a lot of trauma and how we act out in adulthood. So that's something that I'm trying to basically look into and try to fix for myself, along with this like money journey that I'm trying to go on. Yeah, my main focus is just like the YouTube channel and the coaching and just like side stuff. Like I have school and stuff, which I'll be graduating in about 6 months. This period of needing to do schoolwork as well is going to be subtracted, which I think will free up so much time and brain space. I've made a lot of progress since when I first started going to the gym, martial arts, improving my attachment style, being more masculine, but this is only the beginning. I look forward in the future. I hope this video helps my future self.